this is the ATS. Okay, this is a 200 amp model, but they range from 100 up to 1200 amps for transfer switches. How they work, or the premise of them, is the power comes from the street, from your local utility provider, comes into your hydrometer base. From your meter base, goes into the transfer switch. The transfer switch essentially is the brains of the operation. It's going to sense when the power goes out. It's going to trigger the generator to start. It's also going to transfer the generator power to your home. Once the utility power is restored, the transfer switch knows this, and what it'll do, it'll automatically switch back to utility power. Once it's switched to utility, it's automatically going to shut off the generator, and you're going to continue on with your life. The automatic transfer switches, they can be mounted inside near the electrical panel. More times than not, we install them outside the home, like this one, right beside the hydrometer. A few reasons I prefer to put them outside is you don't need to be home, and I don't need to access your house to service the transfer switch. In an emergency situation and you're not around, my technicians can access the transfer switch from the outside with no interaction with you or the inside of the house. I'll show you guys what the inside looks like and tell you a bit about the features in there. Here is the mainline circuit breaker. So similar to your house, has a main breaker. This is also a main breaker for this home. It's 200 amp rated and can be used as a shutoff for the entire house. This shutoff can also be used to simulate a power outage. If you wanted to test your generator system, you can do it by yourself by operating this breaker. Turn it to the off position. It'll sense that the power has gone out. The generator will automatically start, and the ATS will transfer the generator power to your home. When you're sufficient with the test, you can go ahead and turn this breaker back to the on position. The ATS and generator will sense that the power's been restored and transfer back to utility power. Again, the generator will automatically turn off. In your ATS, you should see this little yellow handle tool. Not going to be used very commonly, but in an emergency situation, it is good to have, and make sure that you have it with the transfer switch. Sometimes this plastic clip, it doesn't stick to the cover real well, so this may actually end up in the bottom of the switch. What is this little tool? If the mechanism fails inside the ATS, you can manually transfer the transfer switch with this tool. Only competent and trained personnel are to operate electrical equipment, specifically using this little tool. Inside this slotted groove, you'll see there's a hole where the tool gets inserted into. You can see in its current position, this home is operating from the utility. If the home was operating off the generator and everything was working properly with the transfer switch, this mechanism or position for this tool would be down here. This tool should be used and the mechanism operated under a no load situation, meaning all the power in the home is off, and I don't recommend homeowners use it by themselves. If you're having issues, you call our 24/7 line and we're there to help. Just a disclaimer for everybody, there are hazards involved with operating and interacting with electrical equipment. I'll say that only trained and competent persons should operate or work on electrical equipment. I'll show you guys inside the transfer switch and a few of the components in there. So inside the transfer switch, several components. There is a control module known as a SACM, which is this module here. There's the transfer mechanism, which is this component right here. Obviously where the wiring connects to the transfer mechanism. The utility power comes from the street, underground, into the meter, out of the meter, into the mains compartment, where the wires will connect to the circuit breaker. The circuit breaker power comes through these metal bars and is transferred with the mechanism, either from the generator power or from the utility power. You can see this conduit here. It has the wires that lead into the electrical panel. Other things to note are from the SACM module, that is where the control wires connect to from the generator. Its features include charging the battery, sensing when the utility voltage is lost, when the generator's power is on, and it can also signal the transfer switch to activate. So overall, I think I've covered all the bases when it comes to a generator system and what you as a homeowner need to know. If you're not sure if your utility power is on or off, on your hydro meter, if the utility power is on, you will see digits displayed on the screen. If the power is off, this screen will be blank, and your generator should be powering your house. If for some reason the generator is powering your house, but you notice that the street lights are on, or your neighbor that doesn't have a generator has power, come out to confirm that the utility power is back on. That may mean that you have an issue with your transfer switch and it's not functioning properly. I'm Stephen, Electrical Elite.